smell it, Hunter? That ain't right. There's something dangerous creeping around out here. Present company excluded.
That is the scent Blade was tracking.
Blade, huh? Yeah, he's got a pretty good nose for this kind of thing. Not as good as mine, though. Feel like snooping around?
Let us get this thing.
Okay, I like that attitude. Grab your dog and follow me. Where'd you get that dog anyway? I know it ain't from the pound.
It is a long story.
We got time.
When I was younger, Lilith would send wave after wave of her children to attack the Abbey's defenses. I trained with Agatha and Caretaker by clear... The portal stayed open this time.
Yeah, almost feels too easy. Guess we go in and kick its ass.
Mind if I tag along?
How long have you been standing here?
Long enough to watch that thing run right by you.
Well, are you gonna brood in the dark, or come with us?
I can admit it. I'm a little mad that Logan found this thing before I did.
Damn thing got away. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on. You might feel like you need to hold back in training, but I'm glad you're not taking it easy on Hydra.
Hunter, hold on just a moment.
What is it, Doctor? I doubt that portal is going to stay open forever.
The creature you've been pursuing, I suspect now it may be some kind of Hydra experiment, or worse.
The Barghest? I thought we had all accepted its mythical origins.
I'm skeptical that the beast just jumped from the pages of ancient lore. No, there's something else afoot here.
We had planned on putting it down regardless of where it came from.
Actually, if you could bring it in alive, I think there may be a great deal we could learn from it.
No promises, Doctor. You do remember who my hunting partners are?
Yes, I realize you're all very eager, especially Wolverine, but do your best.
It is just as I suspected. Hydra. I knew they were behind this. The pieces all came together a bit too perfectly.
You're telling me all that mythical creature hype came down to this?
At least now we know for sure.
Rip you a new one. Coming at me now. Still want a piece?
Get ready. Watch close.
Crude, but effective. Should do the trick. Bad luck.
Feeble effort. We must bleed to restore our strength.
I am impressed.
Dibs on the ugly one.
Hail Hydra! We can face them all!
I'm gonna make you pay for that.
I realize, of course, the three of you aren't known for your restraint, but try to bring the creature back in one piece. I still need to study it when you're done.
Might not be up to us, Doc.
Ain't no fighting. No promises.
That must have taken practice.
Hold the light's gift.
Appreciate it.
Your time has come.
That's one hell of a move.
We will feast upon your blood!
A shot.
For the blood! The curse! Behold their passage!
Come get it.
Hydra seems quite intent on protecting the bar guest. I would think that's a good indicator of its potential value to us.
Or maybe Hydra just doesn't like us and the dog is irrelevant.
Did Tony put you up to this, or are you just providing color commentary out of personal interest?
Here to make sure no innocent dogs are harmed by your theories.
Hope you're ready.
I think you got him.
Goodbye.
Not be broken!
Is it my turn now?
You asked for it.
We are...
death. A demonic entity that has likely taken many innocent lives over the centuries.
No bad dogs, just bad owners.
Of all people, I thought you would understand the nature of the beast, Logan.
She will sustain us.
Hail that!
About time. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
You will suffer. I will never move.
The team is falling apart. Not lost focus yet.
By now, I would hope we've all seen enough of the Barghest in action to understand its nature.
It's a little mean, but not any worse than the rest of them.
Yes, maybe it is just scared of unwelcome intruders.
I've yet to hear any other proposals on how to break the barrier. If anyone has a non-Barghest solution, I'm all ears.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared. This shall be of great help. Weak, even for Hydra. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Death.
Did you miss me?
There is. Feel her embrace.
That was your one chance.
Cannot be turned back.
Right here.
Could you maybe hasten your efforts a bit here?
The best we can. Keep saying it ain't a dog. Nice move, bub.
should get the blood pumping. Here it comes.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
You're with me, kid.
That's how it's done. Maybe you can do that one. Give him a hand. Looks like they still want a piece. Everybody wants a piece of the Daywalker. They're mine.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. No mercy for the servants of Wolverine. You were too weak for this fight. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards. That time has clearly passed.
How long have you been waiting for that?
Payback's gonna be fun.
They have not changed their plans. A focused effort.
Now it's mine. You picked the wrong one, bub. Not looking good for you.
Leave some for the rest of us. Your magic may be powerful, Doctor, but I am still impressed you managed to contain the Barghest.
No less impressive than your efforts to capture it, Hunter. I believe in its weakened state, the creature will remain bound here.
And what do you plan on doing with it now?
The first step will be carefully transporting the beast down to the forge. A delicate operation I plan to handle personally. Why don't you come by tomorrow before I begin the actual research? I'll know more then.
So, why are we keeping this thing alive?
The material properties of the animal's skin are amazing.
Do not transform on me now.
What's up, Hunter?
I must admit, I wasn't entirely confident that the Barghest would be taken alive, but if anyone could do it.
And now you will do something terrible to the beast?
Not necessarily. The barrier protecting Dr. Banner's facility functions on a simple premise. Only demons can pass through it. So, all we need is a way to disguise the hunter as a demon.
I told you before, I am not turning that dog into a cape.
And I told you it is not a dog. Besides, I don't think a cape will be enough.
You wouldn't dare.
My hope is that we can synthesize a facsimile of the Barghest's skin to fool the barrier without harvesting the creature itself.
This really is a bizarre plan, even for you.
If you want to reach the Gamma Accelerator, this is our best and only hope.
More importantly, Doctor, is reaching Wanda. I don't like it, but if the creature must be sacrificed for her...
Having this much demonic energy concentrated on you, Hunter, is not an insignificant risk. I just hope your collar can withstand...
Let me worry about that, Doctor, after you have proven out your plan.
I want an alpaca.
Excuse me?
Have you come to vent about Strange's plan? I did my best not to be rude. To his face, at least.
You do not believe it will work.
No, I don't. But I do know that Wanda is on the other side of that barrier, and the Doctor may be our only hope of reaching her.
He cares about Wanda too. Do not forget that. Stark may be after this Gamma Accelerator, but the Doctor is clearly focused on Wanda.
That's why I did not rip apart his idea from the beginning. I know we both want the same thing.
It could be worse. You could be the one who has to actually wear the dog armor.
True, you are the guinea pig once again. Thank you for the talk, Hunter. I feel slightly better about our chances.
Focus yet.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
We are heading in.
I know that wasn't your signature move. This shouldn't take long. Whatever gets the job done.
Their time is short.
I've been hearing about.
You were too weak for this fight.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
Coming at me?
Everything's solid so far.
I'll give it a whirl.
Our pact will not be broken.
This one's for you.
getting it done any way we know how.
Metal works.
That wasn't bad. Well, that's interesting.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem. You should bring a couple more. You'll need them.
This should be good. You asked for it.
She will sustain us. Weak.
Your mother abandoned you. The light will carry you onward.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
This shall be of great help.
Here's one for ya. Watch closely.
Fair enough. Nothing major.
Blood will heal.
Have not lost interest.
You're wasting your time, but whatever.
Here we go. Oh, that? It was nothing.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
See you there. Everyone's in a mood. Let's get this started.
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Cree farming implements.
Agreed. As though there was a song behind the words.
Nice. Unless it was disco. You're lucky you missed out on that decade. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Cree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Cree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Cree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Cree farming techniques and defend their world with Cree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Cree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Cree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Cree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Cree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control.
Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I should read the first 31 volumes for context.
You should not, nor should you read the one after this.
How many more are there?
At least 400. According to Carol, this was one of the good ones.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You leaving?
That is it for me.
Righteous. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
Hunter, hello.
I need some friendly advice, and you're pretty okay at both the friend and the advice part. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, I think that you think that I'm one of those good people, right? Not Marvel America levels, but not too far off. But where do you stand on the nature versus nurture question?
It is our environment that molds us. It is clear that I would have been different if I was raised by my mother.
Okay, based on that logic, I was raised by my mother for most of my life, and she was pretty evil, so... How can you be sure that I'm not, you know, evil?
I know well enough by now, Nico. You chart your own path. You are not your mother.
I bet parts of her probably rubbed off on me, or, you know, are literally running through my veins. I don't know, Hunter. I feel like I'm holding myself back worrying about this stuff. You've been around me enough, and I kinda trust you. What do you think?
I think that if you want to reach your true potential, you need to come to terms with your past.
Okay. How?
You were a powerful witch. If you were injured, what would you do?
You know, abracadabra it away. Why?
Why not do that now? Use your magic to heal what is hurting you.
Ugh, now I'm annoyed that I didn't think of that. Okay. I think I might have a plan now.
Feel better?
Not yet, but I will.
As I had hoped, the bar guest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demon Child suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of eyes in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Good day, Hunter.
Oh, Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier? I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we did, Sarah. We just decided to go another way.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now. So, I see you, Stark, Magic, and Nico are heading to Banner's lab, despite my objections.
We are.
But I said no, and I said it loud and clear.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accept it.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Sarah, I am sorry that this happened this way.
You intentionally ignored my wishes.
We meant you no disrespect, but we all believe this is the right course of action. I know you have heard this before, but you need to trust us.
I can't stop you, can I?
No, you cannot.
Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't hold back on you.
I still believe there is hope for her.
False hope. Listen, I feel Nico and Magic's pain. I do. But we both know purifying corruption is impossible. Wanda is gone. Your only job is to retrieve the accelerator and come back, safe. Do not sacrifice yourself for someone who is beyond saving. You hear me? Well, at least that armor looks as sturdy as it is macabre. It should give you the protection you need. Good luck out there. I hope Tony's accelerator is worth it.
No! Ah, how can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
I also enjoy, how do you say, kicking it with you, Carol.
Yeah, there's hope for you yet. I'm just not sure there's hope for you in this game.
Care to find out?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
Ugh, Hunter. That...
Yo, Hunter, it's almost game time. Let's prep. Okay, we don't have much time, so I want to run down what you need to do to pull off this purification spell. First and foremost, you gotta say the words to the incantation freaking precisely. Like every single syllable needs to be on point.
What if I stumble over them?
Something bad might happen?
Define bad.
Oh, I don't know. Like accidentally summoning a huge horde of zombie penguins to descend on New York? But that's why you memorize the words to the incantation. You do remember them, right?
I actually do not. Can you remind me?
Ugh, someone didn't do their homework. The words are... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam ubet dominos. Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Okay, now let me hear you say them.
Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt in domum suam ubet dominus.
And the last line?
Domum domini precepta ior.
Hey, you remembered all your lines. Not sure you would. Maybe we have a shot at saving Wanda after all. Okay, there are a few more important details we need to go over. First off, don't say the incantation before you see Wanda. You have to wait until she's in sight for it to work, okay?
Got it.
When you do start to say it, she should start to become disoriented. You're gonna have to repeat it 3 times before she's gonna be subdued enough for you to drain the corruption from her. Absorbing that much dark energy into your body is gonna be... intense. I just want to make sure you're up to it.
My only concern is bringing back Wanda in one piece.
Just don't forget to take care of yourself in the process. Remember, the only person in recorded history who managed to remove corruption died doing it.
I do not need reminding of that.
Right, sorry. I want Wanda back more than anything. I just don't want you to fall trying to get her back. I've already lost enough people I care about.
I care about you too, Nico.
Yeah, I know you do. So, this is it, huh? Just wanted to say, I believe in you, Hunter. You got this.
Thanks, Nico.
Now, bring our girl home. Oh, and Hunter, if for some reason the spell doesn't work, please don't hurt her. No matter what happens, remember, Wanda is still in there. Somewhere.
Is that the doggy armor Strange tailored for you?
How does it look?
You have to ask.
Well, it makes me feel like Vlad the Impaler. Ferocious and formidable.
How you feel is all that really matters. But I was thinking more along the lines of ridiculous, not unlike Strange's plan.
I thought you wanted us to find a way to break back into Banner's lab.
I do. I just think wearing a hellhound skin to bypass a demonic barrier is something you'd only see in one of Nico's zombie movies.
I thought that would be a reason you would like the plan.
What? Because Nico likes to make me watch bad movies with her? movie nights are Nico's thing. Besides, I prefer plans that aren't based on fiction. But if on the off chance you happen to breach the barrier and make your way in, maybe I can find a way to help you out.
What do you mean?
I don't give a damn about the accelerator, but I do give a damn about Wanda. So if wearing that monstrosity gets us closer to her, I will do everything in my power to help get her back. Promise me you will do the same.
I swear.
Good. Now get out of here. And don't come back until you bring back my friend. Be careful out there, Hunter. I want both you and Wanda back safe.